Okay, before we get started, it'll be more on the finding out what are the searches that people are looking for, and whether there is a trend on your passion. But sometimes this is not the final things that I mean, that you decide. Sometimes it varies whether this is able to determine that anyone is searching for it or not. So try these few methods. Usually, sometimes you need a few angle, but don't overspend too long on it that you get stuck in your ideation part. So before we start building the site, you need to look into these things first, as in what are the topics you want to do and what are the trend or whether there's a demand on it. And again, depending what you're into. So let's say I am into photography example. So but before I do that, I will need to go to um, uh, this tool first, this thing called Google Trend. I'll be sharing a few tools on this too, so that you can actually try out and do your own research. Just how you saw Google Trend, you search, so it can be filtered by the country, okay, depending where you are. So let's say I want to know about photography. Photo, okay, photography. Okay, so sometimes they also give you additional ideas. You can continue researching. This is free, and you can see how's the trend like over the time. It seems to be quite consistent. I can even put it for the past 5 years. So we can see what is the trend like over the past 5 years as well. It looks a bit down, but you can actually filter further, which is the regions that this trend is actually going up. So again, depending what are you doing. If you are into physical business, you can also do this as a research further. But please don't worry. Sometimes you may not get any results. It's because sometimes it's just too low for Google, but sometimes it's also not tracked by Google. So it's still okay to still create your content around that. Okay. And you can also filter this by further, let's say even in YouTube. So I can see on YouTube what is the trend right when people search on. So whether this is a viable topic or whether I can do this. But again, don't forget this is just on the United States. You can actually go to different states and different categories. You can check by different categories. So this explores different content ideas from the categories as well. So you can see this related things as well. So if you're into photography, you could be doing things like review on the camera and the videos and all those things. So you see, so all these are some ideas. So another tool I want to recommend is called Answer the Public. Yep. So this one going to here, similar. You select which state you are. Um, You can also put two words as well. Photography. Okay. So when I search like this, I get a lot of ideas of what people potentially are looking for. So this will shape up my content that I'm going to be sharing or that you will be sharing. Can you see? So it's a lot. So depending again where which country you are coming from, you can actually filter and also go further. But take note, I think this one they limit to you a day, I think 2 or 3 searches only, but it's all right. You can get a general idea. You don't have to spend too long on this to search your content. Okay, so you can actually download this as a CSV and then just track all your content. What do you plan to be writing? Like from just now the research you've done, you can see the trends and whether there's anybody searching it. Another way we can search for content is from this. Usually Google always have a filter. So when I do a photography example, uh, depending what is your interest. So I could go on A to Z. Photography A, what is it? So we can see what is the things as people coming up. B and C. So basically, you go one by one to further see your ideas. You can write all this down. Okay, you can even, to a certain extent, let's say, photography. Let's say ideas. When I take this, always you will see there's always related search. This means they will actually show you more ideas. So it could be each of this as a topic that you can write or either record a video and share all this content related to it. Now, this, my friend, is called keywords. So, what are the keywords that people looking for? This is the one that you need to use to find them. Okay. So that's it. These are the three tools you can use to generate idea and to research on what you really like, and to expand it further to see which one you can actually go niche. Again, like I said, you are creating content for the world, and it may not show the results like if you should use the tools, the Google Trends and all. But if you see that there is something that's coming out, that's potentially there is a search there. Okay, so main thing is keep creating, keep finding your passion, and doing the content that you need to do. And I also show you how to track your traffic later. Once you have set up your website and everything, you should be able to see um, the number of people coming to your website. Okay, so that's it. Do subscribe to the channel and keep learning and ask us anything that you want, and we'll keep get back to you with the content that's relevant. Good luck and keep finding.